All right, in this video, I'm gonna go over every single requirement that you must complete in order to become a funded sports bettor. Now, being a funded sports bettor is a great way to leverage your skill as a sports bettor, especially if you're not starting out with a lot of money and you wanna grow your bankroll quicker while minimizing your risk. Now, obviously that's gonna come with the contingency that you are a profitable bettor, which as any serious bettor knows, that is easier said than done. But in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the 3 biggest steps that you're going to need to take in order to get approved to be a funded sports bettor. So let's get right into it. Now, like I just said before, the number 1 requirement when it comes to getting approved to being a funded sports bettor is that you must be profitable. So if you are just a casual bettor, you just bet on the weekends, just for Sunday night football, this is likely not going to be a good option for you. And you also likely would not get approved by a firm to get funding for your bets. Almost any funded betting platform is going to require you to take a certain amount of tests to prove that you're a profitable sports bettor. So this is just going to be a waste of time and waste of an application fee if you don't really know anything about sports betting. So whether you aren't profitable at all, you're close to being profitable, or you already are a profitable bettor, I'm gonna walk you through the 3 biggest requirements that you're gonna need to follow if you wanna get approved to be a funded sports bettor. Now, I use these 3 tips religiously in order to get approved for over a $100,000 funded sports betting account. And over the last 3 months, I have grown that account close to 65%, so you might wanna take my advice on this. And I know 65% is a lot. I don't always grow 65% over the course of 3 months. But it's less about how much I'm winning and more about the strategies that I'm using to get consistent returns month after month. Now, you might get mad at me when I say this, but this is the most important rule when it comes to being a long-term profitable sports bettor, and that is that you must have a strict betting strategy. And this is the part that you might get mad about, this next part, is you need to completely ignore all of your personal experience and personal knowledge about sports. No matter how long you've watched the MLB, no matter how long you've watched the NFL or the NBA, however many video games you've played, however many YouTube compilation or breakdowns you've watched, you know nothing that Vegas does not. And as soon as you start thinking that you're smarter than Vegas, that you know something that they don't, that is when long-term you're going to lose money. Now, don't get mad at me for saying that, but I promise you, any profitable sports bettor does the same. As soon as you get away from your own personal knowledge on sports and find a real winning strategy, that's when you're gonna become profitable and see long-term results. So you might be asking yourself, if you're not supposed to use your own knowledge that you have, likely from decades of watching the sport, when you're making your bets, how are you supposed to be placing your bets? Real quick, I'll go over the 3 biggest things that you can do to make sure that you're taking good bets that have value in them. The most simple one to understand is that you need to be finding good closing line value on your bets. Now, that basically means that you want to be locking in a bet before the majority of the public is taking that bet. That way you get better odds and a better payout. For example, if you find a discrepancy in a bet early in the day where you can lock in a money line bet, let's say for maybe plus 120, and later on the day as people catch onto this bet and hammer their money on it, that line is going to move down to, let's say, a minus 110. That means that you got a plus 30 points of closing line value on your bet. Similar to CLV, you need to be doing data analysis, not on the games, not on the teams, not on the players, but on the betting. Now, we have this misconception that Vegas always wants the money split 50-50 between both sides of a bet. Now, many times, even more than you would think, that is completely not true. And Vegas sees an opportunity where they can trap a majority of the public to keep taking one side of a bet because they can tell that the other side is going to win. For example, if the public is absolutely hammering one team, they will continue to give that team better odds to continue getting a bigger percentage of the public to take that team, when in reality, that's what they want because they have an edge on the other side of the bet, knowing that this team is going to win. So when you're able to see that, the line movement is not correlated with the amount of people and the amount of money placed on a certain bet, you're able to take the opposing side and see through Vegas's trap and profit on that bet. Now, this last tip can be the most profitable, but it is also the most rare when it comes to placing your bets. I would say this only happens maybe once or twice a month for me, and that is gonna be getting insider information when it comes to a certain game or certain bet. Now, to be clear, there's a lot of stuff on the internet, a lot of stuff that gets posted on Twitter, gets posted on TikTok, that claims to be some insider information on these bets, but it's not. because any sort of public information Vegas has likely already incorporated when they set the line on whatever game that this supposed insider information is regarding to. But there are some instances where you can get some insider information and you're able to lock in a bet on your sportsbook before the line has accounted for that piece of information. So for example, if you see some breaking news posted 30 seconds ago that a player's father or mother died, for example, which is a terrible thing, it's likely that you could take that player's over in the game before the sportsbook would adjust that line, and you can get way better odds of your bet cashing. Now moving on, another thing that you must do in order to become a profitable sports bettor in the long term is set bankroll limits. Now that's going to involve picking a certain unit sizing, usually 1% of your bankroll, as well as limiting yourself on a percentage of bankroll that you're willing to risk on a day-to-day basis. So for example, if you have a $10,000 bankroll, you should be only betting about $100 to $200 per bet, as well as you should only limit yourself to betting about $1,000 or less per day across all of your bets. Now, this is really important that you do this because even when you do follow good betting strategies, you get closing line value, you've analyzed that somehow Vegas is setting some sort of trap, or you have some incredible insider information, you never want to be risking too much of your bankroll to where you over leverage yourself and lose all of your progress. Be disciplined, stay confident, but always stay humble. Now, if you're able to follow every single requirement that I shared with you in this video, you are well on your way to getting approved to be a funded sports bettor. I hope this video was valuable to you, and if you're looking to take your sports betting more seriously, make sure to subscribe below because I'm gonna be posting daily videos about sports betting strategy, sports betting picks, everything that you're gonna need to know about sports betting, I'm gonna post on this channel. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and go check out my other videos below that I have in a playlist for you guys so you can learn even more about betting strategy, more about betting tips, and how you can become a full-time sports bettor. Appreciate you all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.